No Fish Nick here. It is Tuesday, January 12th. I'm out on a big reservoir in central Wisconsin, and we are targeting crappies and walleyes today. So I'm going to be using the Garmin today, and I'll set out some tip downs. But once I find some crappies, I will be fishing with my good buddy Steve and Bob again. Bob's real familiar with this one. So, and Steve's along for the ride today. Marked one on bottom, but he didn't seem too interested. Had a lot of ice today. Looks like over 10 inches. I just had one come in and nail it. I did not have the camera on. Oh, what the hell? Broke my line. Shoot. I missed that one. Man, I just had a bad spot in my line. That sucks. These Kinder's tungsten in 5mm, that's one of my favorites for all around crappie and walleye. So we're going to put this on. One thing about these though, they're not the sharpest, so it's always good to have a hook sharpener around. And I just go side, side, center. So side, side, and then center like that. Make like a little knife edge. And that's how I sharpen my hooks. Might not be how you do it, but that's how I do it. Oh yeah. Okay, I broke out the Garmin and I've been tracking this stump, and I'm 10 feet away. I found it like it was 50 feet away in my last hole, and I drilled pretty close to it. It's 10 feet in that direction. So I'm dialing in on this big piece of wood. I believe it's wood. Fishing, I've been finding wood down here, and I'm setting up next to wood. That's my bait, and there's a big pile of wood. I'm right next to it, and there was a fish coming in. So I can turn on the camera here. See if we can get that fish to come back. But anyway, I'm the Livescope's definitely finding the wood that's around. Me and Steve have been working and finding the wood, and then going on top of it and setting up tip downs. But so far it hasn't worked in our favor. Right now we're just finding structure. We haven't really caught much other than little walleyes. Those guys caught a couple little walleyes, and I had one already. I had one on. I think it was a little walleye, and it actually cut my line. All right, there's fish around. They didn't look that big, but hopefully I'm fishing right next to a stump. I found 3 different stumps so far, so this Garmin definitely can help you find the wood. Okay, got a big fish coming in towards me, and he just came off that stump. He's right below me. Get ready. Hopefully it's a nice big crappie. He's checking me out. Oh, he popped it, but I messed up. Okay, there's 2 of them. Look at this. This is so cool. Got 2 of them below me. So Steve, if I catch this, you got to get down here and get your shit in this hole. Yep. There, got him. This feels good too. All right, there's another one. When I get this, oh Jesus, look at that. Look at that slab. Holy Christ, get down there. This is wood over here. He had a friend, so if you can get, okay, here comes Steve. Steve's coming down. Okay, stay up high though. Stay up high. They came right off that wood. They came right off that wood and came over and smoked it.
Nice 12.5.
Yeah, that's the biggest crappie of the year so far for me. Look at that big reservoir crappie. Jeez, that's what we're looking for. Look at that. Holy smokes. Yeah, he had a butt. There's 2 of them, so you're right in the spot. Man, was that cool. I'm excited. Steve had one look. He's got one right there. Oh, he's going away though. Yep. Alright, but they're around. Cool. Okay, brought out the lyre board. The anti-lyre board. And there we go. He's over 12 inches with the mouth closed. That's funny because crappies, if you open their mouth, look at, you almost grew to 13 inches on the bottom of his tail. But with the mouth closed like that, it's right at 12 and a little over on the bottom. Pinch the tail together. Look at that. Sweet. Nice frickin' crappie. I'm pretty excited. We marked another stump, and here it is. I was a little off, but there it is. It's about 8 feet away to my right, and Steve's gonna a lot of ice today, but yeah, so the stump's probably between me and that and where you just drilled. Yeah, you should be right on top of it right there. Yep. So we're set up right on top of that wood, and there's actually a fish hanging below that piece of wood. That piece of wood's coming up off bottom on an angle. Now Steve's over here fishing. I can see his stuff when he moves it. Pull up on your jig. Go up, see? There's Steve. So I can see him, and here he is for real. But I can watch him on this, and I'm on the down screen. And here's my jig right on top of this piece of wood. And I'm gonna go down past it. I just hope I don't get snagged into it. And look at that. I'm gonna go down there and try to catch that fish. If that, I think that's a fish, unless it's just a big root. But we're gonna find out. They said without this Livescope, I wouldn't have found any of this stuff unless I drilled a million holes and got lucky. We're right on this piece of wood or whatever, so I'm gonna send on the AquaView and let's see what the heck we're dealing with. See what it looks like for real. This AquaView Revolution Pro 5 works pretty slick. This is my go-to for scouting, finding stuff, and I can record on it. It's not HD footage, but it's close enough. Or wait, it is. It's 720. It's not 1080. Okay, there it is. I'm gonna hit record. So this is what we found. This big old piece of wood. Big deadhead. I better be careful because I think I'm going to wind up snagging into it. That is a huge piece of wood, by the way. It is. And I'm right on the end of it. Okay, I just had one come out of that wood and nail it, but it was a little walleye. So, but that was pretty cool. I got to watch it come out. I did not have the camera running, sorry. But anyway, let's slide him down the hole and go back at it. It's almost noon, but we're catching fish. Just using a dead minnow. You only take the head right off. I'll keep using this guy. Just go down the inside of him a little. Come back up like that. That'll work for one bite anyway. I gotta go get some minnows from Bob. Bob took off across the damn reservoir. Anyway. Alright, Bob brought the toasted bach. We got Bob and Neil. I meant Steve. Oh, it's supposed to go Neil and Bob. Right now, but I will pretty. I tipped down, went halfway down, and I came back up. Yep, I got one on my tip down. Look at this. There she goes. Got him. Cool. Oh, jeez, look at that. Holy smokes. Wow. What a freaking monster. Tip down, baby. Oh, man. Nice one. This one is 12 and a half. 13 with the mouth open. Yeah, okay, mouth closed. Ooh, it's actually 12 and, yeah, 12 and a half. Almost 12 and 3/4. Man, what a tank. Yep. Those little marks that we were marking were little crappies. Okay, young of the year. Or the one next generation. Cool.
Alright, here he goes.
Alright. Go to grow up to be like those two we caught. Good job, Steve. At least you caught one of those marks anyway. Have a lot of lookers. Tip down, Steve. Oh yeah. Monster. What's your secret?
Little tungsten jig.
Alright, good job. Had a nice one coming in. He popped it. It was a nice mark anyway. We're gonna see what it is. It's fighting hard. And it was right next to, that's a big old stump down there. Ooh, bass. Bass. Definitely fishing the wood. Cool. He's hanging out at that stump. That was fun. Down, tip down. Oh, he's pulling hard too. Oh yeah, got him this time. Oh, little walleye. Yeah, little walleye. Down. See if he's on there. Oh yeah. Cool. I think I just caught him. I just let him go and he bit again. Alright. Hopefully he didn't. My man will look still alive. Can reuse it. Okay, little guys. I switched to put on some wax worms there. So I had a couple marks that were kind of like acting like bluegills. I wanted to see if they're bluegills. I downsized to that little bro bug I was using on the marshes, and a waxworm. See if we can catch us a little panfish here. Just had a fish come in and pop my waxworm. I missed him. See if you can see if he comes back. I check this, make sure he didn't strip me. Oh, it's on there. See if we can catch him this time. Okay, he's on me. Oh yeah, got him this time. Ooh, look at that. That's just big enough to fillet, I think. So I'm gonna keep him. To go with them crappies. Sweet. Okay, we're running out of daylight, so this is gonna be it for us. Bob, we did catch a lot of little walleyes, and then just those couple crappies and stuff. Yeah. I did keep a little perch also, but
yeah, it was definitely a hard day
anyway,
fishing.
Yeah, it wasn't that productive, but it was fun because we did catch a lot of walleyes and stuff that kept us busy. So, Bob, your spot wasn't too bad.
No, caught a couple bottle bass.
Yep.
That's about it.
We did catch a couple bottle bass, so
that's the best I did.
Yeah. Anyway, that's it for this adventure. NFN out.